Yo, what's up? This is your man Thatch the Great checking in once again. Let's get straight to it on this beautiful Sunday evening. All right, let's talk about a problem that a lot of us have in current society. I'm sure if not yourself, I'm sure you know at least a few people who exhibit these traits. Or should I say this one toxic trait that so many people exhibit, because we live in a society where everybody wants to put on a facade about doing better than they truly are doing in life. So many people are faking it until they make it. But the problem is, if we're just keeping it a buck, some people never really make it. And yet they put so much time, effort, and money into trying to carry on a facade as if they are doing much better than what they are, even if it's to their own financial detriment. So that's the reason for my video this evening. And I wanted to show you guys a video of this woman who apparently got herself into a bit of a bad situation with her car payment on a monthly basis. And I think there's definitely some opportunity in this video to learn, and for it to once again serve as a cautionary tale for those who may almost find themselves in this exact same situation, or someone who's in that process right now of maybe purchasing a vehicle, and you're out there in the hunt right now, and you see this car that's sexy, that you think is going to make you look like you're a baller, and you are just about to pull the trigger on that car purchase. But I'm hoping that this video will make you hold off and think logically and thoroughly before doing so, because so many people in our country, unfortunately, one, don't understand money, they don't understand financing, and they don't understand credit. Three things that a lot of people simply do not understand, unfortunately. So more importantly is that we have a problem where people are signing documents and they don't even understand what they're signing, especially when it comes to financing, when it comes to auto loans, when it comes to mortgages. It's extremely important to know exactly what you are signing. And that's why I want to show you this video. This girl, she completely got herself in over her head, and you'll see that in the video. I've been trying to search the source material. I could not find the source material as far as the exact page of the woman who made the video. So I'm going to show you guys a video from Anton Daniels' page. Shout out to Anton Daniels. He makes good content. I like the way he breaks things down, but I'm not going to watch his breakdown. I'm going to give you guys my insights, and we're going to look at it in real time. And it's extremely important because this is a problem that runs rampant in our country, where people are faking it. They don't really have the money to be living a certain lifestyle, and yet just to try to keep up with the Joneses, they will put themselves in a financial pit hole, or a financial pitfall, should I say. They'll put themselves in a terrible position just because they want to give off a facade that they're doing better than they are. So let's look at the video here, and let me know if you know anyone who's in the same position. Perhaps you're in the same position as far as your monthly payment. I just couldn't imagine paying this much for a vehicle on a monthly basis. But let's go ahead and watch this. Once again, this is from Anton Daniels' page, and he's reacting to the source material, which I have scoured the web. I could not find the source material, so I just watched it on his page. Let's take a look, guys. Let's pull it up.
I paid. I set all my bills on auto pay, right? Yay me. I'm excited because I'm like, yeah, I ain't got to check. I ain't got to log in here, log in here, log in here. I ain't got to check here, check there, check here, check here to see if I made sure I pay this, because, baby, listen, I will forget. So I got all my bills set up on auto pay, so I don't have to worry about no bills not being paid, right? So something tells me to go check my car because I want to see how much I have paid on it since I had got it like last year, March, April, February, March, somewhere around that time when I had got my BMW X5. So I checked my Capital One, which is, who I got my.
Before she goes any further, do y'all see those payments on that damn screen? What's that say? $19.98, bruh. That's more than the majority of people's mortgage payments per month. That's what she's paying for a 2021 BMW X5. People, wake up. Use some common sense before you put yourselves in these kind of situations. This is crazy.
And through it, I'm like, okay, we almost halfway there, almost done. But I signed in to check my BMW, and it's they only paying $5,000. I'm like, no, I'm being scammed.
It's no scam. It's no scam. This is just a quick interjection I want to make here. Is obviously before she signed her documentation, it's quite apparent to me that she did not read the graduation schedule, or what's more important, the amortization schedule. That's where you're going to always see how your payments impact your actual principal balance. Generally speaking, depending on what your interest rate is, what your credit score was, which determines your interest rate. Depending on how high that interest rate is, you might be paying damn near straight interest for quite a while before it actually starts taking anything off of the principal. Just know that.
Because not only am I on auto pay, but I'm paying I'm paying $19.93, which is a hell of a lot, right? I know.
Yeah.
That was the stupidest thing I ever done. But anyways, I'm paying $19.93 a month for my BMW X5.
Crazy.
Why did Amazon send me $20,000? Because I use Amazon AI. I'm going to.
And y'all telling me that since last year of March, I only paid $5,000 towards my car?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how long.
Yeah, that's how loans work. That's what I was saying previously. I'm sure he's probably going to say the same thing, but I don't really want to listen to his insight because I'm an expert in this field. So I can give my own breakdown. What you guys have to pay close attention to anytime you're financing a vehicle, anytime you're purchasing property and you're using a mortgage, please pay close attention to what is called an amortization schedule, guys. That amortization schedule with any loan, whether it be an auto loan, whether it be a mortgage where you're financing to buy property, that amortization schedule is going to show you a clear breakdown month by month throughout the entire life of your loan. It will show you the entire breakdown. As far as when you make this payment, this is how much it's going to come off of the actual principal balance. This is how much it's going to go towards interest. If you are not paying close attention to that amortization schedule, you're going to be in the same position as this young lady here, where you don't know what the hell is going on with all these payments you're making. She's paying $2,000 a month, and only a little bit of it is going towards the principal balance, all because she does. And she thinks she's getting scammed, but in actuality, she's not getting scammed at all. She just didn't actually read the paperwork that she signed, which is a problem. A lot of people in this country just blindly, when they're buying something they really want, they just blindly just sign all the paperwork and say, okay, I got that car. In this case with this young lady, she got that BMW X5, that 2021 BMW X5, but lo and behold, she's paying $2,000 a month for this vehicle. $2,000 a month for a vehicle. I just can't wrap my head around it. But I guess I just ain't in that tax bracket. She must be doing very well. So $2,000 a month for a vehicle, and yet so little per month is actually going towards the principal. She's damn near paying nothing but straight interest right now. Insane. And that lets me know that her credit's not good either. That's what that also indicates to me. Because people with great credit have outstanding interest rates. My interest rate, for instance, that I just purchased the vehicle a few weeks ago, my interest rate for my vehicle is 3.8%, I want to say, which is outstanding. Outstanding right now. It would have been even lower before this entire market fluctuation over the last few years, but that's where it's at now. So I have an outstanding interest rate for my auto loan. And just to give you guys an idea, I say about 60 to 70% goes towards my principal on every single month because my interest rate is so low. So only a certain amount goes towards interest. So I'm going to pay my vehicle off rather quickly because I'm going to also pay more than the actual monthly payment. But those are just strategies to get things out the way because I don't like having debt hanging over my head. Anyways, let's get back to the video because there's some important insights that I got for this video here. So let's keep it moving.
Loans work, especially when you have really
what's she talking?
The majority and more money use them, but the BMW, all of it is going to.
Yeah, I want her to talk.
Smart decisions financially. Yeah. That thing that.
All right. Where's she start talking?
Hey, y'all can have this.
So whatever it is.
Like, so I'm on chat. Like, y'all can have this thing back. Because y'all ain't about to scam me no more. I'm not about to pay another year of $19.93 a month.
Yes, you are.
And it seems like it's not going towards nothing but interest. Like,
I'm just curious, what options does she think she has? Like, once you agree to this contract, once you agree in writing, you have two options. You can either actually honor this liability that you created, which is pay it out in full, or you can let it lapse and you will get the car repossessed, but that will absolutely wreck your credit. And as an adult, anybody who's well-adjusted knows that your credit is your lifeblood. Your credit. People underestimate just how important having great credit is. You can do damn near anything you want as long as your credit is good, guys. Never let your credit get bad, please.
It's not going towards the payment. It's not going to... Listen, I don't know.
Exactly
I don't know.
Or you can get a
I
repossession.
made it to the point like where I started making money, and I had a lot of dumb decisions, and I'm still learning, still growing, and I'm learning. But that was the dumbest mistake ever. But I'm here to.
I'm just curious. How much do you really even have to learn to know that you shouldn't be taking on a $2,000 monthly payment for a vehicle unless you're rich? Like, does it really even have to take a learning experience for someone to know that? Isn't that just common sense? What happened to common sense? Why is that in such short supply today? Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that I am always looking at things from such a strategic fiscal standpoint. Like, I don't ever put myself in a position financially that I know that I cannot handle. But some people are just so pressed on trying to look like they're living a certain way that they will put themselves in the worst possible scenarios. Just doesn't make sense.
Tell you, y'all can have that car back. I will willfully bring the car back to the parking lot so y'all can have it. On my mama, on my soul, I'm not even playing. Because how have I had it for damn near, it's been a year now. And you telling me I only paid $5,000?
Yeah. And most people are financing their cars. Back in the 90s, the longest car payment that I would see, even today, that seems long, was 48 months to 60 months.
Yeah, they got longer ones than that today. I've seen some people take their damn car terms for their auto loan out to like 6 or 7 years now. People are doing whatever they can to get that monthly payment as low as possible. So I've seen people do 6 or 7 years, which is crazy. But hey, times are hard. I get it. I'm seeing, is she doing any more talking? Because I don't want his breakdown. I got my own. All right, let's see. Is this it?
And don't get no repossession on you.
I'm not playing with y'all. I'm on the app with them right now. I'm not playing with y'all. Is y'all crazy? Y'all let me know if y'all make sure y'all check in what y'all check in. I don't know. People be. I didn't know that you could make payments and it only go towards interest.
And that in itself is the problem. How do you not know this before you actually sign on that dotted line? How are you not looking at the amortization schedule? How are you not aware that when you first start paying that loan, depending on what the interest rate is, maybe for the first year or two, you're going to be paying primarily nothing but interest before you start hitting that principal. And then once it actually starts getting into the deep principal, then it starts moving rather quickly. But as you see in that video there, she's perplexed with how is it that she's paying all this money, $24,000 within a year, and yet only about $5,000 went towards the principal. That's just common sense. Depending on what her interest rate is, and also depending on what her credit score was that determined that interest rate, that's what's ultimately going to determine how much interest is initially going to be accounted for when your the monthly payment. And in her case, she said it's damn near all going towards interest, and that makes perfect sense. Even mortgages are the same way, depending on what your interest rate is in your mortgage. When you make that mortgage payment, a big chunk of it's going to go towards interest, and maybe only a certain percentage is going to go towards your principal for the actual loan itself. So that's how loans work. This is the importance of maintaining great credit. This is the importance when it comes to financing. Now, if you just getting that money, you just getting straight cash, then it doesn't bother you as much. If you're just getting straight cash and you're living on cash and you're just buying everything cash. But one of the beauties of having great credit is it allows you to have leverage. And this entire country is built off of leverage. People with great credit don't use their own money because they have leverage. They can use that leverage to purchase assets and while using only a minuscule amount of their actual cash reserves, and then they can leverage those assets into making more money. That's the beauty of having great credit. Like, these are the things that you have to teach your kids. These are the things that adults have to know. And this woman, unfortunately, she doesn't know that. She doesn't even understand why so much of her payment is going towards interest. When one quick look at the amortization schedule on her loan before she signed on that dotted line, that would have told her the entire story. So many people are willfully ignorant when it comes to getting into these loans. There's no excuse for you to be paying $2,000 a month as she's doing, $2,000 a month for a damn 2021 BMW X5. So she's paying, what is it, $19.98 per month. So yeah, about $2,000 a month. So that's $24K over the course of a year. Only $5,000 of that $24K went towards her principal. Insanity. You're not getting any value from that. I just don't understand it. But let's keep going. Let's see. Is there any more
money? When I set up auto pay, I thought that it was gonna go to the car payment or whatever, and whatever else it go to automatically. But apparently, I gotta log in and make sure that it's not just going to interest, that it's going towards the car, which don't make sense if my payment is $19.99.
She really just doesn't get it. She can call the financing company all she wants. You can't say, "Hey, why aren't y'all putting this money towards the principal? Stop putting it towards interest, put it towards the principal." They're going to tell you, ma'am, they're going to tell you, look, refer to your loan documentation and refer to page 6 or whatever. Look at the amortization schedule. You're going to see that this is exactly how it's supposed to be at this point in your payment plan. You're not going to actually start hitting your principal, but the principal for the loan until maybe year 2 or 3. But you wanted that 2021 BMW X5 so badly, right? You wanted to keep up with the Joneses so badly, right?
3, then I would think that it automatically would go to where it needs to go. Lesson learned. Won't be a dummy no more. Won't spend no foolish money on nothing else. I am learning.
Okay.
I am learning. But moral of the story, y'all can get this thing back. And that's on my soul. So y'all see, I just posted the screenshots, right? Now, she asked me, kindly confirm the reason you are returning the vehicle. I said, I have had the car for a full year and it's only showing I paid $5,000. I've been paying $19.94, which was wrong, $19.98, for every month for an entire year. And no way I only paid $5,000. She said, I totally understand. Kindly note a state required letter may be sent before your vehicle can be picked up. Ma'am.
I'm wondering if she's struggling. Because usually people don't start looking at
that's a good question. I mean, I think I know where he's gonna go there, but I'm not trying to like I said, I don't want to use any of his reaction because I just wanted to react to her video myself. Is there anything else that she said in this video? All right. Oh, what we got here? Hold on.
This is a scam.
How did this is supposed to pay?
This is a scam.
All right. It says, had the car a full year and it's only showing I paid $5,000. I've been paying $19.94 a month. No way I only paid $5,000. And they said, I totally understand. Kindly note a state required letter may be sent before your vehicle can be picked up. I don't even know why. Okay, this looks like an automated response anyway, but what she's going to get once she actually talks to a human being at Ally, they're going to tell her, we don't just come pick up the vehicle just because you decided that you don't like the terms anymore. You signed on the line. You agreed to these terms. We didn't put a gun to your head and force you to sign this. You signed this of your own volition, and you're going to abide by this, or we are going to issue a repossession, and then that's going to completely wreck your credit, and you probably won't be able to go get another vehicle. So it's on you. It's on you.
So no reasoning at all. Not, oh, sorry, ma'am, I see here you did pay over $11,000. Nothing. This man, yeah.
What she expect?
Yeah.
What does she expect, man? Do y'all know any people like this? This is the problem, man. The whole point for this video, I just wanted to briefly show that because I know that most of us at least know at least one person who is constantly trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak, constantly trying to put on a facade for a lifestyle that they want to make it portray as if they're living, when in actuality, they're just getting by. They're just making ends meet in actuality. We have this problem in our country, and I actually perceive this woman she looks like she may be doing okay. Obviously, if you can pay $2,000 a month for a damn 2021 BMW X5, which that's not even worth it. But if you can do that, you must be doing somewhat well for yourself, right? The problem is, I don't like it when people are putting themselves in a terrible financial situation, especially if they have kids that are depending on them, and yet they're doing all of these things to try to put on this facade for society, for the world to see, as if, oh yeah, I'm balling, I got it like that. When in actuality, they don't have it like that. They don't have it like that. That's the problem. Because I guarantee you, if she had it like that, she wouldn't even be nitpicking that damn the amortization of the loan. But the fact that she is nitpicking it lets me know, one, that she does not have it like that, and two, she doesn't even read the documentation before she signs it. I'm not sure if you guys saw it at the beginning of the video, but once again, I just have to drive home the fact that it is absolutely of the utmost importance, and it is paramount that you always thoroughly read over all the documents when it comes to signing a long-term financing agreement, whether it be for an auto loan, whether it be for a personal loan, or whether it be for a mortgage and purchasing property. Always read the fine lines, always read the fine print, the little details. Those are what matter the most. Don't get yourself in a situation where you are completely upside down and then you're in a situation where you're trying to give the car back like she's trying to do, and that's not going to be an option. I guarantee you, when she talks to the financing company, Ally, like we saw in the video there, I guarantee it, when she talks to them, they're going to tell her, ma'am, that's not how this works. That's not how it works when it comes to financing. You don't just get to decide one day that you don't like the terms of the agreement that you signed. If you sign a 6-year loan for an auto loan to purchase a vehicle and your monthly payments are $2,000 a month, guess what? You have two options. You can either fully satisfy that loan and continue to pay it until you pay it off in total, or if you decide that you don't want to pay anymore, guess what? You can stop paying, but then we're going to issue a repossession. We're going to take the car from you, and we're going to absolutely decimate your credit. We're going to take it down 150, 200 points. Is that what you want? Okay, great. Then we'll just repossess the car from you, and you won't have to pay for it anymore, but you won't be able to go get anything else because your credit is going to be piss poor. It's going to be shot. So I hope you have a lot of cash on hand in reserves, because you won't be able to get anything off of credit from that point forward. In the mortgage industry, it works the same way. Oh, you don't like the terms of the mortgage that you're paying? Okay, well, if you stop paying, we will put in the necessary legal actions to foreclose on the property, and we'll get the house back from you. But of course, once we foreclose on the property, you'll be radioactive from a lending standpoint, and nobody will touch you with a 10-foot pole. You won't be able to buy anything. You won't be able to do shit from a credit standpoint. So if that's what you want to do, we can do that for you. That's what the mortgage company is going to tell you. This is just how it works. This is why you cannot overextend yourself when it comes to purchases. Always read the fine print. That's where all the important details is. That's where all the important information resides. I can't drive that home enough. I cannot drive that home enough. Read every single document before you sign it, before you end up in the exact same situation as this young lady in this vehicle, where you are paying all this money per month and only a tiny little bit of it is going towards the principal, and the majority is just going towards interest, which does nothing for you. Depending on how good your credit is, that's what's going to dictate what that interest rate is. Depending on how good the interest rate is, that is going to dictate how much actually comes off of your principal balance on a monthly payment. It's just that simple. Always keep that in mind, and always read your amortization schedule before you sign any documentation pertaining to a loan. I just want to drive that home, because I'm tired of seeing people out here that are barely getting by, and yet they're spending their hard-earned money on foolish purchases like this. Like we saw in this video with this girl paying $2,000. Let's go back to the beginning here. Look at that, $1,998 per month for a vehicle, a 2021 X5. That's just not intelligent. That's not intelligent. That is not intelligent. $1,998 per month for a damn 2021 X5. Yeah, baby, you got to do better. If you know better, you'll do better. So that's why I'm making this video, because I want y'all to know better, and more importantly, I want you all to do better. Let's have fiscal discipline. Let's use common sense, and let's all have financial literacy. That's the whole point of videos like this. I know it's not going to get into algorithms. It's not going to be trendy. That's fine. I don't do this to be trendy. I do this to help enlighten. Once and for all, last thing I'm going to say, any loan, whether it be auto, whether it be mortgage, whether it be a personal loan, always read every single piece of documentation thoroughly. And most importantly, when it comes to situations like this, when it comes to that monthly payment, it's not enough for the monthly payment just to be a figure that you're comfortable paying. It has to be something that's actually working for you as far as the goal that you have to pay it all. So if you look at that monthly payment and it looks good, make sure that you look at the amortization schedule to see when is the actual principal balance going to start being impacted by your monthly payment. Because if you have a situation like her where you're going to be paying on it for 2 to 3 years before you even start really hitting it, that's not going to work for you in the long run. So just pay attention to those kind of details, all right? And that's just where I'm going to leave it at tonight, man. I just wanted to share this video with you guys and also give you some words of wisdom from somebody who's been working in the banking industry for more than a decade in all aspects. You know, I just want to share as much knowledge as I possibly can. And I always want to remind you as well that you don't need to try to put on a facade for the world. You don't need to make it seem like you're balling. You don't need to make it seem like you're rich. You don't need to make it seem like, you know, you're doing better than what you are. Just be yourself, man. Just be yourself. Just be grateful for the life that you have and the life that you live. Because there's so many people out there that would love to be in your shoes, but you're too busy trying to put on a facade as if you're living the lifestyle that you're not. Just be you. Be grateful for the life that you live, but constantly keep striving for better. All right? And that's where I'm going to leave this video at, man. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Share your thoughts as well. If you know anybody who's living like this young lady, you know, paying $1,900 a month. Oh, my bad. $2,000 a month for a used car, a 5-year-old vehicle. She's paying $2,000 a month for. That's just not intelligent. Do you know anyone like this? Anyone who's putting themselves in a terrible financial situation just so they can keep up with the Joneses or put on this facade, put on this charade for the world as if they're balling. Because at the end of the day, when you go home and it's just you, and you know that you don't actually have the money to sustain this monthly payment that you're making, that's not a good feeling. That's a terrible feeling. It's always better to just be genuine, man. Just keep it a stack. Keep it 100 with yourself. If nobody else, always keep it a buck with yourself, all right? And I'm going to just leave it at that, man. Like the video, subscribe to this channel, and also comment and let me know what your thoughts are, all right? This is your man, Thatch the Great. I'll holla. Peace.